What it do, folks? What it do? It's Steve No Sleep. I got to look at the day, right? Because I don't know what day it is. February 20th. Still Black History Month, y'all.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so recognize that. What is, it's, ladies and gentlemen, Montel out.
That's the man right there, though.
Man, I'm just a man sitting next to the man trying to
That,
figure some things out. So, well,
that's the
we
man
here.
right there. That's the man right there. If y'all don't know, that's the one. He's the one.
Somebody better tell
So,
somebody. Better Google me. No, okay. Let me stop. Listen, let's stay locked in, man. Let's stay locked in. We see folks chiming in. Appreciate you, Mr. Stark, for being here. I saw the order, brother. I need to talk to you. I love it. Appreciate you. We are live in a lot of places today. Just doing some testing. I see folks joining on IG. Hopefully the viewing experience is okay because we're actually going horizontal instead of vertical on IG today. So maybe if you flip your phone or something, mirrorless photo, I see, appreciate you. And then we over there on the TikTok too. Until 47 turns it off,
we're
we
going to
gonna be
rock with
live
it.
over
Yeah.
there. No,
We're
I'll
going
leave
to
that
rock with
alone.
it.
Yeah. Seniors in the building,
I
so there we go. We official. We official. What's up, man?
ain't.
Yeah.
Man, what's going on, man, with you? How you living this week?
I'm hanging in there. I'm home alone, which is always bad because I don't eat right. So it's been Panda Express, Mountain Dew. It's been Little Caesars. It's not been a good look. So
Yeah,
just y'all bear with me as I try to get through this, and Montel keeps me on track here.
oh, man, keep yourself right, man. You need to throw a few salads in there instead of eating all that junk food.
I
Eat a
know
few salads. You be straight, some soup, you
some.
know.
Pray for
You
your
know,
boy.
I
Pray.
wish Boston Market was still around because Boston Market was always a good. If you're
You
gonna eat
flashing
fast
back.
food, Boston
See,
Market was always
you
pretty
showing
good.
some age with that one, Boston Market. Okay, you flashing
Hey
back.
man, I'll show it. Hey, Boston Market, Quiznos, all the spots.
He
Them
said
them should
Quiznos.
be
Oh
must
my
be
God.
on hit.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this,
Hey,
man. Let's fly through
hey, they
what you
was the
got.
first doing the hot sandwiches, dog.
Yeah, but it was
Huh?
Quiznos, and then it was, I think it was Togo's after that, and then Subway came on. So, but y'all
Yeah,
youngsters don't know
Togo's still
about
around, but
Quiznos.
that's sporadic. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they don't know about them Quiznos, but we good, man. But
yeah.
hey, everybody out there joining, man, thank you very much for joining us. I hope we in for a good show. I think one of the most opinionated shows that's out there that talk about real things, real life, real human beings,
Yes.
and we ready to jump into it right about now. So
Let's do
let's
it.
go,
Let's do
man.
it.
Let's rock with it.
I tell you what, before we get going, I see again more folks coming in IG. I want to say what's up to Ant. I see you over there, brother. Again, man, hopefully the experience on IG is good because, again, we're going horizontal instead of vertical today. So y'all holler at me if it's toe up. It's not my fault. It's be Montel's fault. Uh,
Blame the
listen,
game on me. It's all
I'm
good.
gonna blame it on you. I'm gonna blame it on you. Listen, we like to rehash stories that we've talked about in the past, and this one right here is just is like a broken record. It's like Groundhog's Day. No, we know the Deshaun Jackson thing, but here go Justin Tucker. It came out a
Hmm.
few months ago. There was a handful of massage therapists, but sure enough, coming out today, this man got 16 complaints against him. That's a lot. You can't deny when you start getting into double digits like this. So here we go. 7 more massage therapists have accused NFL kicker Justin Tucker of inappropriate sexual behavior. Man, what's going on in the massage room, Montel? This is terrible.
Man, I like it's a strip club. What you say thinking about it is, man. I really don't. I'm confused.
Hmm.
Is this a money grab? And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I'm not saying that to dismiss women's accusations on them about sexual behavior, but I'm saying why. First it was a few, and then the other ones jumped on board, and now we're at 16. Do they see what happened to Deshaun Watson? Because people don't know Deshaun Watson paid a lot of people off. He
Yes.
paid a lot for a lot of stuff to go away. Is this another attempt for them to jump on board and get money? Because that one ruined it for now these new ones coming on. Two, again, why does it take so long for them to do it? If someone is inappropriately touching you, why aren't you bringing that complaint right away? I don't understand why these things take so much time to bring to a forehead. He didn't, from what I understand, they didn't rape him, they just groped him.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not like a girl in the club dancing in the club and somebody grab her butt. Most girls turn around and say, you did da 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 da, and it goes from there, and then you have the discussion from there. Why are these women in the massage thing and all of this takes so much time? I don't that part. Another part I don't understand. Third part again, Justin Tucker, what's wrong, man? Whatever you're doing, stop doing it. Like, stop. Like, whatever it is, if you, I don't know what sexual inappropriation in a massage room is because let's look at the scene. First of all, the person that's on the table is pretty much naked, if
Right.
not naked all the way, completely naked, just with a towel over. So women are touching them and might accidentally grab them or push them in a certain spot, right? We know below spot as she's massaging them, and he takes that as the wrong way or whatnot. Now, is sexual behavior, does he get aroused? Is that the appropriate behavior because he gets aroused while you're touching him? I don't know. They need to explain that and have a clear definition of what that means.
It's going to come out
Because
in
I'm
somebody's
not
case.
getting
It didn't come out in Deshaun's case. Now,
Deshaun's case. So,
right? Because
but
he
it's not going to
settled.
come out if he doesn't fight.
Yeah,
Right? If he settles it, that's not going to come out. They're going to put a
yeah,
gag order and see what happens.
that's true.
So I need the law to give us a clear definition what sexual, that sexual inappropriate sexual behavior is. Because what if it isn't just getting aroused while he's on the table? I don't is that inappropriate? Well, I'm sorry you touching me and I feel a certain kind of way. Sometimes it got a mind of its own. Those
You know
people
what I'm
don't
saying?
know no better.
Fellas, know. Come on now, tell it like it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
right? And
So I'm wondering what that clear definition is. Yeah, I can see where a woman would be offended. I'm massaging you, then you get aroused and you're showing. Okay, that's get it, but that's him. That's his human physique. That's not inappropriate behavior, you know. So I'm that just needs to be defined before I can pass judgment on it because of the Deshaun Watson situation. I think a lot of it was a money grab more so than it was his inappropriate behavior.
yeah,
Maybe he
that's
said,
kind of
but
what Marvin
Deshaun
was
was talking
saying
to him
too,
first.
right? And again, we're hypersensitive to this because we saw before with him with Deshaun,
Yeah.
and now another pro athlete, another NFL athlete, same type of situation. This is jumping off. Something's going on in them rooms that I don't want to be conspiracy theorist. I don't want to think I was too far outside the box, but somewhere there was some gray area, right? Somewhere there was maybe some consensual, but again, somebody went over that gray line, and somebody did something that probably wasn't agreed upon from the beginning, right? Again, maybe
Yes.
Justin, maybe Deshaun got just a little too aggressive, got a little too excited, or whatever the case may be, and now they're starting to come out with it. But I don't even know if we'll ever get the full story. We just getting
Okay.
just the tip of this iceberg
Yeah.
here.
And we're getting it because it's Justin Tucker. Now, if it's Montel Allen on the table and I
Uh-oh.
do something, they're not
Well,
going to sue me.
you sure?
I'm pretty sure because I'm not a well-known star. I'm not that person.
You
And
don't have that
I'm
Deshaun
saying
Watson
what?
money? Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
say? You don't have
yeah,
that
yeah. And
Deshaun
if that
Watson money?
situation, I'm just saying, if that same situation happened to an average Joe, whatever the situation is, do they still report it?
Wow.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody's getting touchy feely, if Justin Tucker's getting touchy feely, guess what? The average Joe that she massaged got touchy feely at one time too, because they massage a lot of people throughout the day. Somebody else does it. Everybody, it's not just one time. Somebody else does it. So is it sued because he's Justin Tucker, or has inappropriate sexual behavior happen more than one equation with more than different people besides Justin Tucker? Because if that's the case, why ain't you reporting it on all those people? How come everybody's not being charged? So that's why I usually, with these, I have a hard time. And I promise you, I'm not trying to be dismissive. If it really happened to those individuals, please, by all means, handle your business in court and do what
Mm-hmm.
you got to do. But it's kind of hard to say, yeah, it really happened to everybody when you're only singling him out and you're not singling out the other men that did that. Or the other men that had inappropriate behavior. Or the other men that said something inappropriate while you were massaging them.
Mm.
Why is it only him? Why is him only in the front for? Or maybe they did do that. I don't know. But I'm saying from what we read, it doesn't say that. It says they're just charging him. So I just think the definition for inappropriate sexual behavior needs to be very explained out. And two,
Here's
the NFL. Go ahead. Go ahead.
here's an interesting thing that I didn't even think about, and that's why we have such an amazing community. John was saying, look, again, and we talked about making that money, making that NFL money. If you're making that
Yeah.
NFL kind of money, won't you just buy your own or have a private personal masseuse? Why you got to have 16 of them? Right, just
That's
like a lot of
another
the
thing I
NBA
don't
players
understand.
have their own barber that travels with them, the only person that cuts their hair and all that, their own stylist and all that. Listen, if you know someone who knows how to get the kinks out the right way, hit those sore joints and those sore muscles. Put them on $100,000 a year
I was just
retainer.
getting ready to say that. Why does the teams or the NFL hire masseuse? Period. And say if you go outside of our masseuse
Every
and the
team has a
situation
trainer.
happens, we're
Every
not
team,
coming.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we're not coming to your back. If you do it outside, that's on you. Just like if they go to the doctor that's outside the NFL, that prognosis is on you. You can get your one outside, but we're not coming to your fence.
What
If
do you
you,
say?
but we want you to use the ones that we have, right? The ones that we have. So I'm not sure, man. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding what a kicker needs to be massaged out
My
16 times.
goodness.
He only does
What
one
I'm saying?
thing.
You got one
He ain't
job.
getting beat up. He ain't getting nobody.
You know what
All
I'm
he doing is
saying?
one leg and one motion and kicking.
My
So
Lord.
again, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what inappropriate sexual behavior means in this context. Did he say something? Did he grope her? Did he flash himself? Did he do, or did he just get aroused? Tell me what that means inappropriate that was so offensive, that's been so offensive to 16 women now. First it was 3 and now it's 16 women
Yeah,
now.
that's crazy talk.
So
Right.
he's done this. Yeah, and I think it's banned. I'm serious. I'm not going to say here. I mean, just for me, I'm not going to say 60 that he did it to 16 women or he didn't. But to me, when you come on after the lawsuit is already there afterwards, it seems like you're jumping on the bandwagon to get you your paycheck as well.
Yeah, yeah, opportunistic. But again, it's just
Yeah.
it's a. I'll say this: it's an unfortunate. Then we'll move on. It's an unfortunate story. But again, if the numbers keep going up, didn't get one. Why are you doing this? Just like John, just hire somebody, put them on retainer. Boom, this is the one person that knows where your aches and pains are. Then you don't even have to deal with this type of a situation. And I think that's the end of it. To be honest with you, man, just when you the bag, don't put yourself in these types of situations to where you're gonna get up on
The bag,
ESPN or CNN.
yeah,
Don't do it.
the bag can't put himself in it. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Before whoever touches me, sign this non-disclosure agreement.
Lord have mercy. Turn off your camera phone. Sign this NDA. All
Sign this
that.
NDA. All
Sound
that.
like a
Like
Diddy
sign this
party.
NDA.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll move on.
but I mean, at this point, man, like athletes and superstars have to protect themselves from being sued. It is
Truth.
what it is. It's part of the game,
Truth.
and that's part of the game. Look, you gonna massage my body because, like I said, it could have been him just getting aroused from somebody right and say, "Oh, that's inappropriate sexual behavior." Hold on, you swiped you swiped it,
Yeah,
and
you the one down there. Lord have mercy.
it woke up. Yeah, it woke up. So I'm providing I'm providing inappropriate sexual behavior because you were massaging me in my inner thigh and all that stuff. So that's what I'm saying. If there's no clear definition and that happened, you got to protect yourself. So sign this NDA. If you coming in the room to massage me, you're gonna get paid well, but you ain't gonna say nothing either.
You ain't gonna tell nobody. Listen, hey,
You ain't gonna tell
Brother Chris
nobody.
Stone, you joined at the right time. We over here talking about massage therapist. This is what you just joined. I say you in the building, man. But we're gonna move on from this story. But it's one of those that we wanted to cover and come back to because we covered the Deshaun issue, and this Justin Tucker issue. Hopefully, there's no more people that jump on the bandwagon or people that come out with accusations because man, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. So let's move on to another story that we have again covered and talked about. Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, who else? Joe Burrow,
Bully cat. Yeah.
Bobby Portis, gang of folks got their house broken into. And it was looking real sketch, right? We were like, man, all these high profile people getting their stuff hit. Is it an inside job or is it what's going on? Why are these folks getting hit right when we know they're out of town, they're not at the house, or maybe it's somebody that's associated with them? Come to find out, the federal government just arrested the whole group because John Morant just got hit. And come to find out that there was actually an organized gang or organized mentality of going out and hitting athletes. John Morant was considered professional athlete number 6 on this hit list, and they hit him. They got him for over $1 million worth of jewelry. But again, come to find out, well, yeah.
That's what the insurance say. That's for sure. That's what the insurance man
See,
said.
there you go. Now don't mess with Allstate and State Farm. People trying to get they discount double checks. But here it is. Come to find out, it was an organized crime ring of going after professional athletes. John Morant was quote unquote professional athlete number 6. He got hit, and it's just shouts out to the police, I guess. I normally don't say that, but shouts out to the police for
Shout
going
out
out
to
there.
technology, man. The cameras are when they caught the
Okay,
camera.
okay. So you know
They
what I'm
caught him on the
saying?
camera. That's why they figured they put it together. So shout out to the cameras that did it. But bottom line is, one, I don't know if he got hit from me. First of all, why you keeping $1 million worth of jewelry in your house?
Mm-mm.
So I don't think that's right. So he gonna get the insurance, man. I ain't mad at him. He gonna get him. But I'm saying it was organized. We talked about it a couple of weeks. I thought it was an inside job. Somebody knows something somewhere why these guys are going. But obviously, the organized crime ring did their homework because they knew when they knew every time they hit them, those people were out of town.
Yeah,
The players were out of town. So
yeah. Somebody
they
knew
knew the
something.
schedule. Yeah, they knew when the schedule was out of town, and they knew what time to hit the house. I guess when nobody was going to be there, like no cleaning lady or no one was going to be there, and they did the thing. Glad the FBI caught him based on I think the camera stuff. I think it was Josh cameras that caught him on film, and they arrested these dudes. So again, no. If I got $1 million, this is the crazy part, man. If I'm an athlete like these guys are, and I'm $1 million house, my house is pretty much never empty. There's
True.
always going to be somebody.
Always gonna be extended family and new
Yeah, yeah.
cousins, right? Everybody
And I'm
that want
pretty
to be in the
sure,
crew.
hey, I got 2 rock rollers by my bed. They running around the house in the compound too. Like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
something go down, they
Mm-hmm.
gonna tear something up. So kind of confused on that part, like why these athletes haven't taken more precautionary measures to protect their home. But maybe this will
Well,
be a wake up call for a lot more of them to do it.
let me ask this, because again, you think about it. Have just folks gotten too comfortable? Because you and me, again, regular folks, regular cats. I got stuff in the safe. I don't keep $100 just lying around, right? I mean,
Yeah. So
I
why you
keep
have a
in.
million? How you have $1 million laid out in jewelry? That's what I don't get. Like
Yeah, yeah,
laid out where they didn't have to go in the jewelry. I mean, it should be locked up somewhere. Now, granted, he's a 100 millionaire, so he probably is a little restless. Maybe he leave the Rolex out or leave something out. But typically, they take a lot of their favorite jewelry with them, and the rest of it, you put it in the safe,
yeah.
along with the pistol and along with some emergency cash. Right? That's all goes. That all goes. And we know Ja got the pistol, so it's all good. All that goes in the safe. So why when I'm leaving out of town, mama and sister ain't coming over watching the house, y'all chilling at the crib, the dogs is running around. Hey, since my mom in there at the house, I need some security. Make y'all sure y'all drive by the crib every once in a while, because a few of my foes know where I live, and keep it at that. I protect it, like we said before, the bag. The bag got to think a little bit smarter nowadays, man.
Just don't. It really
Bag got
don't
to be
make
smart.
sense, right? And it's getting too comfortable, getting too careless. Not talking negatively about any of the cats that got hit, because we're glad that the persons that did it got caught. But again, man, don't get too comfortable. Don't get too
Man,
comfortable. Like Montel saying, and just leave all your stuff out like that. Come on, man. Come
bro,
on.
as soon as you sign that contract, you a target. So you got to think like you a target and make sure you don't get got. Period.
That might be on a new T-shirt right there. But think like a man. You keep coming up with bangers like that, they're gonna be on. We're gonna have more and more T-shirts in the merch shop before you know that was. But yeah, so who was it? It was. I'm just gonna look at it again. Kelsey. It was Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Uh, Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should talk about Bobby Portis,
Yeah, man.
since he was
Bobby gonna lose
part
a
of
few
that right
checks
there.
now.
So
Yeah.
I mean, Bobby's in the news. One, because he got robbed by this group, but he's also in the news messing around, taking banned substances. So he's
Yep.
sitting down for a while. He can't play 25 games. He's sitting down.
Yeah. He misses some checks,
Can't
And the
blame
moral of the
anybody either.
story is, the moral of the story
What's the
again, the
more?
bag got to think smarter. The bag has to think smarter than that, man. You can't put yourself in this kind of situations that's going to cause you to lose some paychecks. Bobby Portis put himself in that situation to lose these checks. You know, every bad decision has a bad outcome.
When you are in front of a lot of people, when you're a professional athlete, when you're a public figure, and especially when you're a professional athlete, you know everything you put in your body,
Yeah.
right? Your nutrition is dialed in, and for him to unintentionally take a pain medication thinking that he was taking unintentionally taking one pain medication when he took another one. That's the story that's coming out from his legal team and from his representatives and from his camp. Come on, brother. Again, when you hear the stories of someone like LeBron spends $1 million on his body and recovery, again, them athletes know exactly what's going into their system. Every
Listen
ounce.
to me.
Yeah,
Every bad decision has a bad outcome. Everyone. There's no you never heard nobody. You heard people making a good decision and there's a bad outcome. You never heard nobody making a bad decision and it turns out to be okay. Every bad decision has a bad outcome. He made a poor decision on taking these painkillers that he know he wasn't supposed to do, and now it's costing him 25 games and millions of dollars. It is, and I'm not saying anything malicious towards him. I'm just telling the truth. Every bad decision has a bad outcome.
So he should have known better.
There's
Oh, no, he
thing as a
knew.
bad
No, he
decision
knew.
turning
You're
out to
saying he knew
becoming a good
better.
outcome.
No, what you're saying is he knew better. And he
He's
can't blame
supposed to know
anybody else.
better.
Okay.
And if he didn't know better, I told you the bad got to make better decisions. So the bad got to get smarter. If he didn't know any better, I feel sorry for him because he should know better. He should know exactly what he's taking in his body. The doctor of Milwaukee Bucks should know exactly what he's taking in his body.
There it is. People around him.
They should have been in that situation. So you can't tell me there's not enough education or enough material out there for you to get, because all you have to do is confirm with the team doctor. Hey, the doctor's trying to give me this for this pain medicine.
Where'd you get it?
And he's trying to give me this. Is this going to be a problem?
I would have thought that you can't take Tylenol without your team representatives knowing what you're taking. Especially you've been paid, I don't know how much he's making, $60 million to play the game of basketball. I need to know what you taking, what you eating, what you drinking, where you live, who you rolling, right? All that.
You know? And for you to say you made a mistake or you didn't understand it and know, well, hold on, you had a resource to call, so you do know. You had a team doctor you can call and say, hey, I'm taking these 2 substances. Are these okay? And they would be like, no, you can't. One of those advanced substances, you might face suspension. Okay, I'm not going to take it.
Just like that. That easy.
So the ignorance part conversation is not there. You can't say that no more because information is there. Information is there with the team doctor. You can't say you just didn't know. You do know, or you have a resource to figure it out if it's a questionable call. Okay, bad decision, bad outcome. Because that's a conscious decision he made to take both those painkillers. What I didn't know, you did. You knew what you was taking. You made a bad decision. Here you go.
It is not
smarter, man.
It's not a good year for Mr. Portis. Getting his house broken into. Now he's suspended and he just got to sit there with his.
He's sitting in that empty house.
He said, his TV gone, his jewelry gone, because he can't play 25 games. That's a lot. That's a lot of game checks, though. That's a lot of game checks.
Yeah. But he be all right. He gonna be all right.
All right.
I ain't mad at him.
I know I couldn't afford 25 days off of the clock. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Can you imagine? That's 5 weeks of work missed, no pay. I don't care what salary you make, because I don't care what salary you make, because your income conducive to your lifestyle. So missing 5 weeks of pay is hard. It's hard for anybody if you're a working person. So I know he makes millions and millions of dollars, and it's gonna hit him, but he also got millions of dollars worth of bills. So he'll figure it out, though. But I mean, I don't feel sorry for millionaires, but if it was I'll be calling James and be like, man, I need a loan, bro. I need you.
I'm not picking up the phone.
I need a little bit of coin to tie me over.
Yeah, I'm not picking up the phone. But y'all be careful out there. Just there it is. Know better and do better. All of that, man. But yeah, Mr. Portis, we kind of think you knew what was jumping off, man. Let's move on. Appreciate everybody for jumping in as well. Seeing everybody. See Kevin over there on IG as well. Let me know. Hopefully that the experience again is okay over there, doing some experimentation. I mean, John put in that comment there. He was saying he was clowning Ja. Ja Morant is a professional player. Says we really pushing the envelope on this one. Ja is getting better. Ja is getting. He's
getting better.
What it is, he's not walking around with his daddy anymore, and his daddy was the one.
He is, because his daddy just got suspended from the NBA for a game for threatening somebody. So daddy's still acting a fool when he wants to. But let's be all real, man. John Morant, the incidents that he had, I can relate because he's young and that. I'm saying his circle and his people that are around him should help him make better decisions. That's the
Yes.
problem with him.
Yeah.
He's young. He's supposed to be an athlete. He's what, 21, 22 years old. He's supposed to want to go to the club. But guess
Yeah.
what? If you my boy and we all around you, you can't come in here with no gun, homie. Like you, that I got you. Don't worry about it. You stick to the back and have a good time. I'll watch your back if anything comes. He can't be riding in the car with no gun. I got the gun to
Yeah.
protect you to make sure nothing goes wrong. So it's partly his fault and his team's fault and him being an adolescent. And his dad doesn't help. Like we would think his dad would have more guidance in it, but his dad wants to be out there with him, running the streets as well. So that's kind of where all the bad decisions come from. But all in all, I think he's been a good dude. He's had those 2 incidents, and for the most part, he's just been a talented basketball player.
Yeah.
You know, he's just been out there balling. He'll dunk on anybody. He dunked on Wemby like it was nothing.
My goodness.
So
Yeah, it's true.
dude,
Jumped on a 7-footer like that.
yeah. So he's made some bad decisions, but I'm gonna chalk that up to some adolescence and his bad surroundings, and he's getting, like you said, he's getting better.
Yeah,
Dude's
I
getting
agree.
better.
I agree. Shouts out and prayers to Wemby as well. He's out for the rest of the season. Just kind of
Yeah.
deep vein thrombosis. Got a clot in his shoulder, blood clot in his shoulder. Listen, I know about deep vein thrombosis. I stay in the airplane a lot, so I wear compression socks to make sure I don't get that. But yeah, that deep vein thrombosis is the truth. So shouts out. Hopefully he gets better on that, man.
Yeah, I hope he gets better, and I hope they're able to make the playoffs, man. I think he's gonna be interesting, man. That dude's one of the best players in the league. If not the up and coming, gonna be the best player in the league. So.
All right. Let's get over into some football things. Talk about what's happening in college, because you talk about that a lot. And you know about this world, and 2 major schools, USC and Texas. Sark came on and said, "Listen, we're not doing anything in the spring. Don't know what it is. Don't know if it's funding. Don't know if there's definitely interest, right? I mean, fans want it.
Oh yeah.
Players want it. Coaches want it. But something's going on. But again, we're 2 major college institutions are saying we're not doing anything for y'all in the
It's actually
springtime."
3. Nebraska jumped on that too.
Okay, Nebraska jumped. Wow. What do you think about that, man? Because
This is crazy because Nebraska.
Because this now it matters because it's USC and because it's Texas, right? And Texas, we got one of the Manning boys over there, so folks are like, "Oh man, I want to see Arch." Can't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. It's something going. You're right. It's something going on that nobody's speaking about. Why they're starting to cancel spring games? Obviously, spring games are sold out. They're actually televised, so there's money being made there. I don't. So you're willing to throw away millions of dollars, or let's just even say just $1 million to say no, we're not going to have it. Just to continue 3 weeks practice and adjust and adapt and go. Unheard of. So I'm not quite sure why these teams are doing it, but they're all in the same conference, I believe, except for Nebraska, who started. USC and Texas are in the same conference. They're in the big whatever that, the Big 12 or Big 16, whatever the hell you can call it. They're in the same conference. Nebraska's not, but Nebraska's been the home state for spring ball, and they're saying they're not doing it this year either. So I'm gonna say, and I don't know, and this is totally just my opinion, something to do with the NIL. It has to be. That they have to pay out so much money, so much generated. Maybe the operations cost to run a spring game is just going to run them into the red because they got to pay out so much in NIL. So I'm not sure why. It's going to come out, I'm pretty sure. But that's my only thing they can do because that's the only thing that's really changed in college football. Really, besides the free agency, it's now the NILs what costs them. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of the why they would say all of a sudden we're not going to cancel it. Now, if Colorado and all them jump on the bandwagon, then there's something going on.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be something really going on. Like, is it a TV contract deal? Why they're not having it? There's something there? I just don't know what it hasn't came out yet.
I think we just early on in this story right here, right, and some of that hadn't been fleshed out, but you know how we do. We gonna keep it on the burner, and we gonna find out what's going on. But just again, just like you said, it seems like an interesting story. And then when they all matter, but when schools that have a little more influence start chopping it up and saying we're not gonna bring y'all these spring classics and these spring games, like, okay, damn, what's really jumping off? So.
And you got to also understand, the spring games are usually the biggest attraction for recruits, right?
Yeah.
For your next year recruits. They bring them all to the spring game because they want them to have a good time. It's a game like atmosphere. It's a really, it's a dope scrimmage that they're having, an inter squad scrimmage. So you bring that for the new recruits. They're saying no. So what? I don't know why would you do that? No, most schools want to invest more in recruiting to get more recruits on. They're saying now we're going to cut it back. We're not bringing nobody on, and that's not just for class of 2026. That's also for class of 2027 because they're already usually a couple of years ahead. So you want to bring the young guys on. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. So we'll figure it out, though.
And we're going to figure this out. John says okay, give some little shouts and some love on the scrolling ticker at the top. We're trying to bring you that news. You see late breaking news, and we're already talking about it as it's going through the AP wire right there up on top. We already breaking it down. Appreciate you for noticing that, sir. It's the little things. It's the little things that matter. Let me do a quick commercial break and do a detour. I'm gonna take folks over to, because we already started talking about some of the bangers that you've been dropping. Some of the quotes. And we turned some of the things that Montel was saying into some merch, y'all. So hold on, I'm over here on the merch store, and this man said something I think it was last week, that just we had to put it on some apparel. He said the villain is a hero to somebody. My goodness. Well, I stayed up and design something. Hopefully it's hot, that folks will want to wear and things like that. But man, there's gonna be some more merch with that statement on it right there, because that's hot. I'd love to see some athletes wearing that around campus. But y'all go pick up that.
I'm hoping like a Draymond Green wears one, something like that.
See,
that'd be dope.
That would be dope. But yeah, man, that's it right there.
If there was some way we could buy one and send it to him and have him just like, man, come on, wear this shirt, wear this sweatshirt. That'd be ill. That'd be super ill.
Let me write a note right now, because we can make that happen. We can make it. We got some connections, and not just me, but I'm saying I got some connections over at crypto.com, so we can make some things happen with some of them cats down there too. So we gonna make that happen. That would be dope. But y'all go check out the merch store. You see the ticker rolling down there with the discount code. Use the discount code. Pick up the villain hooded tee out there for y'all. Now, all right, I got a couple more stories here that I didn't tell you about. I just told you just be prepared, because I want to hear the dialogue and I wanted to go through them with you, just to get your reaction. I wanted to hear all the smoke, and I wanted to get your on-screen reply. So, all right, I don't even know how to set it up, to be honest with you. There is extreme fighting. There's wrestling. There's MMA. There's slap boxing or slap fighting, all that. You've seen all that, right? So some of that stuff is crazy talk. I don't like watching it, because man, even the slap boxing stuff. I watched like one or two rounds. I'm like, man, he really hit that man hard, and like that. Okay, that right there is crazy. But stuff in the United States versus stuff that's outside the United States, overseas, can get a little more dicey. This is Romania. Romania has what they call, hold on, let me get it right here. They have what they call the RXF. What did that stand for? Real Extreme Fighting. Real Extreme Fighting Conference Network, whatever, had a match between 3 OnlyFans models and 2 fighters. Not wrestling, not slap boxing, actually fighting. Y'all look at this right here. 3 OnlyFans models. They got headgear on, and they got gloves on.
Against men?
Fighting against 2 dudes. And 2 dudes come out swinging. I don't like anything about this.
Nah, man, you might as well turn that off, man. I have no comment to that.
No,
I don't got no comment.
Is this where we are? We got 3 women. Is this entertainment? We got 3 women in a boxing ring with 2 dudes wailing on them like that.
Dude, you asked me a question. I have no comment. That got to be the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. and I don't even want to endorse it or even
If
have
there
anything
wasn't
to do
video,
with it.
you wouldn't believe it. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, I'm not even with that at all. I ain't with nothing that beat on women in a professional manner or not. I'm cool. I don't even want to comment on it.
Why?
FX 49 can kiss Montel Allen's ASS. I'm good. I'm cool with
But
that one.
okay, so I want to ask you to comment on it because you're feeling that way about it. But again, we can't be at this level as a society. And then I'll move on. But again, we just can't be at this level. 3 women in the boxing ring with 2 dudes, and they end up fighting like this, and that arena is full.
I'm cool. I'm cool. All the people
Let's
can kiss my
let's.
ass is just watching it live. I'm cool. I don't even want nothing to do with that, bro.
I'll just say
That
I'll
arena.
just say this. I'll just say this. Let's do better. Let's do better.
Yeah, there you
Let,
go.
let,
That's
let's do
it.
better. Marvin saying that's dumb. Battle Royale type
Yeah,
thing.
I'm
I don't know
cool.
what it is. Sports are going to continue to devolve into influencer spectacles. That's what that is. Expect. So again, that's crazy talk. Let's just do better, y'all. Let's
Cool.
just do better.
Yeah.
Um, let me see what Brian Carey. What's happening with you, man? Appreciate you for being here too, as well. He said the further along we get, the more often things like this will happen. YouTube boxer epidemic was the start. Fight Club kind of thing. Yeah.
True. Again.
John said Romania's at another level. Yeah, man. That's. I'm not trying to get to that level. Not trying to get
Yeah.
so.
That level's below. Nah, I'm cool with that. That ain't even cool to comment
That ain't
on.
right. That ain't right. So again,
Yeah.
there we go. We'll move on. Shouts out some prayers to my man LaVar Ball. I know he was obnoxious when he was talking, but he was only doing what he was only doing what a dad would do, hyping up his kids.
Mm-hmm.
But had a health scare, had to have one of his feet amputated a couple of days ago. Don't know what it was. Just says it was a serious medical issue. Don't like to assume or anything, but it may have been kind of family history, may have been like a diabetes thing or whatever the case may be. But he seems to be, as you see in the picture, doing all right, in good spirits. And he had a chance and the ability to see his sons after the surgery. But wanted to give that out because the Ball family, they out there
Prayers
balling.
out to you. Hey, man, prayers out to LaVar, man. I
Yeah,
mean, regardless of people want to think of him, he did what most fathers want to do and be able to do. He got 2 of his sons to the NBA, and one now got the #1 song in hip hop for a while.
imagine that.
So whatever he's doing, he's got successful. He raised successful young men. I can't be mad at that one bit.
Did you have any of the? Was it the Big Baller brand? Did you have any of
Nah,
his
bro.
shoes?
I ain't buying none of them unless it was in the store or something. Maybe I'd have got, but nah, I wasn't into it. At that point, he was being very obnoxious, selling the son,
Yeah,
obnoxious, I should say, selling his sons and doing that. But actually, there's a successful method to his madness, right? He got 2 of them in the NBA. Both were drafted in the first round. Both were
yeah,
millionaires. And the
yeah.
other son, who is a damn good basketball player, should be in the NBA, but he's not. But he just had the #1 rap song in the world for like the last 3 weeks. So
Played at
he's
the All
found his
Star
lane and
game,
his success.
right? Yeah, his song was
Yeah,
played at the All Star game. I think it was played at other sporting events too. So he's doing all right too.
yeah,
He's
he's
doing all
doing
right
all right
too.
for himself. So I mean, you look at any other person and they say they've raised 3 men, successful young men in their profession, and they're all either millionaires or budding millionaires. You would think that father was somebody great, and he's doing some great stuff, man. I
Yeah.
don't agree with all of his tactics, but it worked, and it worked to the best of his benefit. So shout out to LaVar, man. I hope you get better. Hope your foot gets better and all that other good stuff.
Well, it's not going to get better because it's gone.
Well, I mean, you can probably amputate. I mean, you can get a whatever. I don't know what you get if you got your foot cut off, but I mean, hopefully, you can walk better again and walk the
Clean that
same
up, brother.
again or
Yeah,
walk
you
some
gonna have to
distance
clean
again.
that up.
Man, I see some people with the fake foot and they put those fake toe sock things
See,
on
there
and it
you
look
go.
like they got.
Lord have mercy. See,
I'm just
we
saying
was
what they
doing.
got out there. I ain't trying to clown. I'm just saying he gonna be all
Mm.
right.
Pray for him. Pray for him, y'all. We praying for LaVar. We praying for Montel. We don't know what's going on. Let's move on before we get in any more trouble, though. Another story that I wanted to bring up. Didn't tell you about it. Didn't show you about it. But it's actually a good story. So this how we gonna end the night. This is how we gonna end the night. Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards was in company with a lot of his colleagues, a lot of his peers, basketball player and peers, Durant, LeBron, other folks. In that room as well was President Barack Obama. Anthony Edwards, straight from the street, boy. That he don't care. He's not intimidated by nobody. The way he was talking to President Barack Obama, because he was asking him questions, and Anthony Edwards said, "Listen, you better reckon." I'm summarizing and paraphrasing. Recognize me because I'm the truth. That's pretty much what Anthony Edwards said to Barack Obama, because he was asking him, how good do you think you are? You're in the room with all these other greats, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, that kind of thing. And he said, man, y'all better recognize me because I'm the truth. And he said that directly to Barack Obama's face. I love the confidence. It's not cocky. There was one news outlet that said it was a cocky response, but it's not a cocky. It's a confident response. If you are confident in your skill set, regardless of who's in the room, stand up with your chest out. I wanted to end on that note, and I didn't know if you had seen the clips of this whole engagement and this whole interaction, but your thoughts on that. Young cat like Anthony Edwards in the room with all his other peers, future Hall of Famers, and then past president, talking that talk.
What they say back in the day, rep your set. Rep your set. Rep who you are. Speak with your, stick your chest out, speak proud, stand up like a confident young man, and understand the difference between being cocky and being confident in your skill set and what you do, and let other people stand up and know it. I'm not the person to mess with. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think actually we need a little bit more of that, but somehow we get this fuzzy line of he's too cocky. No, he's not too cocky because he's confident. He's backing up what he says. There's a difference. When you're talking about something and you're bragging on it, being braggadocious, and you're acting cocky and you get defeated, that's one thing. When you can back it all up and not get defeated, that's confidence. And he's built himself to be that person. Shout out. I'm glad. I don't care if it's Barack Obama. I don't care if it's Michael Jordan, anybody. I'm the dude. I'm that guy. So if you want to, y'all want to talk, we can talk about it. And he's talking in the basketball confidence, and probably just in himself. He believes in himself.
Definitely.
That's the one thing I think in our community, in the minorities communities, enough people don't believe in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
shy away from the maybe the bigger figure in the room, maybe, right, and talk down or talk lower about yourself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, believe in yourself. Believe what you can do. And if you notice, the common thread through a lot of people that are successful, they believed in themselves. They believed in their dreams. They believed in their work ethic. They believed in their technology design. We believe in this show. I'll put our show up against anybody. Yeah, I'm that confident. Our show tackles issues that no one wants to tackle. We talk about things that people don't want to talk about. We find stories we don't want to find and everything pretty. We bring it out to let them know we're two confident African American men that talk with anybody in this industry, in the podcast industry. Am I being cocky?
No, but the FBI or the CIA got you again. Because
no, that was a daughter calling right there.
Okay. Every time you start talking that talk, your internet go out.
Yeah, but that's just being truthful, man. I mean, he's just being confident, and I think we need to be more confident. But also, he talks in an articulate way, right? You tell him, I'm the dude, I'm the guy.
That's what it is.
So watch me and watch what I do. I think that's okay, man. I really do think that's okay. I think that kind of arrogance, believing in yourself, is okay. True. Because it's going to take him a long way in his craft.
I love it.
Now, they don't want us to talk about, I don't know if I can do that. They don't want. No one wants to be around somebody that's not confident.
Yeah, and
that's the truth. No one. Your wife doesn't want to be around her. She doesn't want to marry her husband because he's not confident. My wife doesn't want to marry me because I'm not confident. We're confident in what we're doing, being confident in being men. He's just confident in his craft and his expression, and I salute the brother.
That's it. That's it. If y'all got Netflix, y'all tune in to the show. It's called Court of Gold, and it was filmed during the Olympics back in Paris. And the premise of what we were just talking about just now is when President Obama was talking to Joel Embiid, and Obama said to Embiid, "What do you think of this young guy?" Talking about Anthony Edwards, and He can hoop a little bit, huh? And that's when Anthony said, "No, man, listen, recognize me. I'm the truth, and these cats know." So
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah, right. He said, "No, and y'all know me. I'm the truth." So y'all, if you got Netflix, check out Quarter Gold, and it follows that gold medal winning team before, during, and after their games. So there we go, man. We're gonna end on a good story, good culture story, and instead of some of the other things. LaVar Ball's feet getting cut off. We gonna end on good story.
Man, we always gonna end on the good story. Like I said, man, tell a friend to tune in
Tell a
and get some
friend.
real. I know our stories wasn't as heavy as they usually are, but we get into some deep stuff, man. Please tune in to Team No Sleep. I think we're one of the best podcasts out there of revealing stories that nobody wants to talk about and giving everybody insight. Again, like I always say, one, say your prayers, check on your families, and lastly, and always lastly, get comfortable having uncomfortable conversations because that's how we learn.
Montel and James, bringing the heat, Team No Sleep, with heavy as me, we're on the mic, taking over the game, no time for rest, cause we're in it for fame. Talking sports, breaking it down from the court to the field, all around town, we stay up all night, grinding on the mic, bringing news, real stories on the fly. Montel's got the stats, James got the flow, together we're 2